Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of the Decluttering by Design Mood Boost Challenge. If you are here because you have watched day 1, watched day 2, and done the assignments, and you are registered, you're getting the emails, you're getting the recaps, like major applause to you. It's really not the easiest thing in the world to start this during a work week, during the week where there might be additional responsibilities. But I'm just so glad that you're here and that you're following this along and that you're hopefully getting something out of it. And I just can't wait to see your face and talk to you about, what this did for you and what's next, So, because we've gone so much in depth on day 1 and day 2 from this week, and if you're catching this later, for whatever reason, it's episode 70 and episode 71 of the #HomeGoals Live Instagram show. So in those, I introduce myself, I talk about why we're doing this and who this program is designed to help, and there's various assignments. You can totally follow along. The whole first week is designed to just work via video, but if you want more to that, then tap my bio link tree to register officially for the challenge. It's totally free, and then you get a little bit of extra things. You get some extra little bonus materials, you get the recaps, you get the homework assignments written down, so you can do everything hands-free. A few logistic notes: if for any reason this video skips, I thank you for your patience. Just push forward 30 seconds. That seems to fix that. And I'm going to say it one more time just in case. If for any reason this video skips, push it forward 30 seconds. Trust me, it works. Second thing, if you want to recap with homework and additional details, you need to register officially. I can't give you everything in the world if you're not registered. So take advantage of this free challenge to the maximum. There's gonna be a giveaway, details at the end, and today's video I'm thinking is gonna be shorter than day 1 if you're catching up on all of them. So strongly recommend watching them in order. So today's theme, we're gonna get right into it, is why am I the only one picking anything up? So this is one of the absolute top questions that I get surrounding decluttering by design. And I have a few answers for you, and they may have some controversy. One, these are all my opinions, my beliefs, but you're here because there's something that contributes to your overall happiness that you're hearing them. You were conditioned by society to feel this way. You were conditioned by your parents or your grandparents, or somebody somewhere taught you that as a woman, this is your problem. And number 2, statistics have shown, I don't want to go into all the ones I've looked up, but that we have more stuff than ever, and that the amount of stuff and the amount of visual clutter in a home has a direct correlation to how women feel, but to the stress that women feel, like the actual cortisol levels, which is something that you can study in a lab. Third is, and I believe I learned this one from Colleen Chapel, that whenever there's a problem between two people, you always own some percentage of it. Even if it's, that they're 95% wrong and you're 5% wrong, there's a part of the bargain that you are probably not holding up. And the moment you can start to take ownership of this, you're gonna be on your way to a better life in general. And I really think this applies to a lot of things, but in terms of what part of the bargain you're not holding up, you may have fallen out of the habit, or you've lost some motivation. The puppy's on a rampage again. You may have lost some motivation. All of this is normal. All of this is a part of living life in a time where everything's changing so rapidly. And is he chewing he's okay. Every time there's a challenge. So the common denominator of all these things is you. You feel, the things that you feel because maybe you're conditioned by society, or we have more stuff than ever. These are real things, but the common denominator in all of those is that it's you, and how you're feeling about the problem is making it feel worse. So that being said, because of who I am, I want to focus, every time we do a decluttering by design, we are focusing on up to 1 to 3 areas for you, Y-O-U. If your husband or your significant other or your roommate or your daughter, if they want to follow along with decluttering by design and pick out their own 3 spaces that they want to work on, awesome. But just because, the garage or some, backyard area is bothering the crap out of your partner, that's their problem. That's their feelings. You can only focus on what you are feeling negatively about. And that's why in the heat mapping activity that I do, I strongly focus on what are the areas that are driving you crazy? What are the areas that make you feel, like crap on a daily basis and are contributing most to the problems, to the lost items? Like, it's kind of a selfish process, and it's intentionally designed to be that way. And also, by the way, if I sent out in the recap email this morning, I sent out the copy of the heat map activity that you could do to kind of figure out what those spaces are. If you want that and you have not yet registered, register today and just send me an email and say, hey, I want this, and I will make sure that you get it, even though it already went out. So number 2, I don't want you actually decluttering anything of like any other adults in your houses. I know if you've got kids that, can barely speak, there's going to be some things that you're going to have to do for them. But, the reasons why. Number 1, it sucks when people do that to you. Have you ever had somebody throw away an important document that belonged to you? It's not fun. 2, it doesn't feel good for anyone involved. Like, you are feeling like you have to be in this, I don't know, you're probably in a really negative headspace when you're at the point where you're going through somebody else's stuff, 1. And 2, if they discover that something that they really wanted was lost and thrown away, they're going to have negative feelings towards you. So, and number C, even Marie Kondo herself is against that. So if the mother of all organizational people says don't declutter other people's things, I think we should listen. And number 3, I really believe that when you focus on your side of the street, it often encourages or even models, role models for others to do the same. Especially if you've got kids. So I think if kids see that you have a space that you love and that it's super organized and everything about it has just like this dripping with magical qualities. Have you ever noticed like that the nicest rooms in your houses, like kids like to be in or they like to experience? There's just like a vibe that they want to be a part of, and that can be replicated, and that's a great way to learn with positive reinforcement that we can all live this way. And I also have like these decluttering prompt cards. I wasn't going to talk about that today. This wasn't in the outline, but people who join the challenge will get access to these cards that you can do with your kids and help teach them the habits of decluttering, and they're made to be understandable enough for even really young children. So, those are so it's like, yes, the common denominator is you, but 2, I want you to focus on you. So, and I want you to focus, I want us all to stay laser focused on your objectives for the challenge, as we talked about heavily in day 1. Your inspiration pictures, your list of the things that's driving you crazy, your heat map, whatever you've put together thus far, because every action that you're taking, even just throwing out a little piece of paper that was on the floor, every action that you're taking is taking you one step closer to your goal. So, that's the topic for today. We are now more than halfway through the challenge, this first week of the challenge, not the whole month, right? But the free first week. So I just wanted to check in. How are you feeling? How did it go yesterday? Decluttering 40 things. I know for myself, it starts out easy. The week started out easy, 10 things, this is so easy. And then it gets a little more difficult where it's just there's not the obvious thing in front of me or in this room that I want to throw out. And then I find a pocket of something that I can declutter and count out the things and be 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. And I start to feel like a champion. And then I get to this point where I realize, oh man, there's a lot left here. But the thing I love about numbers is that the numbers aren't going to lie. Even if you're getting rid of the tiniest little things, it's that tiniest little thing you're never going to have to pick up again. Doesn't that feel good? I mean, I know that sometimes there's clutter pockets, there's places where there's recurring clutter, like deja vu clutter, but for the most part, when the things are actually like being brought out of the home, it is less of a problem to deal with. The whole challenge won't necessarily be like this, like how this first week is going. A little bit of a teaser, but I think that deciding to get rid of things once and for all, like, it's empowering, but it can start to get challenging. So this week, the purpose of this is to get some momentum and get a little bit of the thought process going in line with your intentions. He's chewing up a water bottle. In line with your intentions, so that we're spending pretty much an equal amount of time talking about this, talking about what you want, and then actually getting rid of it. And so that hopefully we're overcoming like some of the negative feelings that you might normally have when you're cleaning or decluttering. But yeah, this is, again, like I said, it's not supposed to be the toughest challenge in the world, but it will work. It will work. I've tested this out so many times. It works. It's not as crazy hard as KonMari, but it is not as like, it's a little bit more maintenance than just like doing it whenever you feel like it. And then at the end, we get to design things together, and that is going to be the treasure at the end of the rainbow for you and me both, sister. So tonight's homework, hold your breath. I want you to declutter 50 things, 50. Look for the pockets, stay focused on the areas that have the highest ROI. What were the areas on your heat map that had like 10 circles around it? Start there. I bet you there's something. Start digging around. You're going to find some things. Maybe put on something that boosts your mood in the process, so that the timing feels like, or call a friend. I do so much cleaning when I'm on the phone, like on speakerphone with a friend. I'm like cleaning showers, like everything I don't want to do, I need like a friend to hold my hand through. And then when you're done with that, take 5 to 15 minutes, just like clearing or cleaning anything that you feel like is like lowering your overall vibe in the space, like anything that you're visually seeing. So if that's just like taking a Clorox wipe to a surface, or or to a bathroom or to a sink. If it's making your bed, I know I'm not in the habit of making my bed every day, but like every now and then I'll do it just to be like, well, see, how does that feel? Try it, see how it feels. Maybe light a candle, turn on an oil diffuser, like maybe unwrap, an oil diffuser or something that you have had in the cupboard. Like, why save it? We're decluttering things anyways. If things aren't getting used, we're questioning all of it anyways. So use the things that you're finding. And also let me know in the comments, like, if there's any treasures that you're discovering. Like, if you're finding things that have been lost in the process of decluttering, it's working. Let's talk about the Instagram giveaway. We are continuing it the way that we've been doing it the other days of the challenge. So if you have a public Instagram account, just register your email with the program, totally free. Go to my bio link tree and register for the Mood Boost Challenge. And then share to your post or story, how you're starting this challenge strong during this first week. It could be a picture of your declutter pile. It can be kind of like what I've got, like a car trunk full of stuff that you're taking away from your home forever, saying, hasta la vista, getting rid of it forever. It could be your inspiration images, like what you're working towards. It can be your before image, if you're open to sharing things with the world like that. It could be a quote with something that we've talked about that just resonated with you. Maybe it's your decluttering, maybe it's your heat map. Ooh, I would love to see that. I haven't seen anybody's heat maps. I know people do the heat mapping thing, but I haven't seen the heat maps. I'd love to see your heat map. But tag me at Keel & Loose Design and use the hashtag decluttering by design when you share that, and you'll be entered. One or more of you will win the VIP track upgrade, which includes the motivational, well-designed screensavers pack. It includes this bonus decluttering playlist and an exclusive invite to the live Q&A Zoom call we're having at 3 p.m. on Friday. And if you want to buy this VIP track upgrade, that is great. We can do that. We can accommodate you. Just what you do is you register for the challenge, and then there's a pop-up that lets you upgrade for just $11. so you can get your seat in that Friday Q&A and get all the bonus materials. So yeah, do that, and we'll also email you a link to upgrade if you want that too. The giveaway tomorrow's the last day of the Instagram lives, but it's not the end of the challenge, but it's the end of the free part of the challenge. The giveaway may continue the same way tomorrow, or it might change to be continued. So yeah, how are you doing? How's it going? Share with me your decluttering piles. Like, where did you find a pocket of stuff? What treasures did you find? Like, anything and everything, share it with me. I can't wait to hear it. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in day 4 of the challenge tomorrow.